everybody. Welcome back to Attitudes with Andy. My name is Andy, and this is a place where we get to learn and grow together, usually from incredible guests, but then sometimes you got mini episodes like this one. And all of this content is basically to build your base level of happiness up because we can always improve and basically how we can be the healthiest, wealthiest, and happiest humans that we can possibly be. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, feel free to press follow or subscribe on whatever platform you are on. Okay, today's is a very, very thrilling topic because we are talking about going after your dreams and kind of what happens when you do finally take the leap and the plunge. So this podcast is for anybody who is about to take the leap or who has just taken the leap and needs a bit of reassurance. Okay, so for some starting stuff, I have just started a new business. So I have taken a massive leap, and this is everything that has happened and how I overcome the not so fun feelings. Okay. So first of all, you have the probably months, potentially years of thinking, of mulling it over, of thinking, should I do it? Should I not? I don't know. And then you finally decide to take the leap. First of all, slay. Well done for taking that step. And then you don't feel too good. In my experience, you don't feel too good. I'm going to be honest. The last 2 weeks have been chaotic. The head noise has been loud as heck. It has been so loud. It's been screaming at me. All the self-doubt, the ugly feelings have come out, okay? It hasn't been a smooth sailing time. And I think that is really normal. That is exactly how I felt when I started my podcast. And it's exactly how I felt whenever I have taken big steps in life. Okay. So I really want to normalize this ugly, disgusting, icky feeling and not to take that as a reason that you shouldn't be doing this or this is wrong or anything like that. I just told myself when you are feeling those icky feelings, it is because your body and brain is protecting you. You are in unknown territory, okay? And it's like, whoa, cowboy or cowgirl, I've never been here before. So I'm going to just put all the negative things in your way so that you just go back to your old self because then we're in the comfort zone and we know what's up, what's good. However, we don't grow there, okay? And we want to grow. So this is why we need to talk about it and we need to normalize these feelings. I actually was having a conversation with my boyfriend the other day and I was just like, okay, first of all, just let you know, these are thoughts I've been having so that he knows the self-doubt, be loud. But then I was just like, no, but this means I must be on the right path. If I'm feeling this amount of fear and this amount of self-doubt, like I just have to keep pushing and push past it. And then I will feel better. And that's exactly what happened with my podcast. Like I felt disgustingly ill and just so did not want to be there. Like so did not want to be there. But I was like, just take the action. Just keep showing up. And now it feels so much better. But at the start, okay. So I'm sending you so much love and big hugs if you're going through that. And you know, if you felt completely fine and just like, yeah, everything's fine and like, I totally feel comfortable, then you're probably not doing something like big and scary. And you're probably not dreaming or throwing yourself in the deep end as much as you could be. So also have a think about that. Okay, I have some notes so that we don't just go on a passion ramble. We love some structure these days. Okay, so first of all, from that rant summary, if you are feeling sick with fear and you're feeling all the negative or uncomfortable feelings, then I think you're very much on the right track, okay? So it is at this point about grit and just taking one step at a time, okay? You will feel better once you consistently take action. Then you will start to prove to yourself that you are this person that you're trying to be. But right now you're in this awkward middle ground, okay? I feel like I'm in this awkward middle ground, and that is okay. you're evolving and you're growing, and it never feels good. Okay. So make sure that you get help from other people. For example, I have been binge listening to lots of positive content because right now my brain has unfortunately, as we've admitted, been talking all the negative things of why I can't do it, why I should go back, why I should already quit before I've barely even launched, and all of these things. So having these positive words to reassure you, to remind you that you're a badass mother trucker and you can do anything is extremely, extremely important. So I've been listening to lots of audiobooks. You're a Badass. Oh, such a good book. Highly recommend. And then I've also been listening to The Magic of Thinking Big. This is one of my favorite books. So don't be afraid to re-listen, reread positive content. And it doesn't really matter what the topic is, as long as it's positive and uplifting. You need that right now, okay? And just that reminder. The next thing is telling people in your circle who you trust and who have big thinking and can see your vision, or at least support you and back you, okay? Because not everyone is going to be able to get our vision, and that's fine. We are not here to convince them of why you can do it or anything like that. I'm quite a big believer in hustle in silence and let your success speak. But also it is really important to have a support network. So go and tell the people in your life who have big thinking. Maybe they have a business of their own, or they're already ahead of you in the game. Go and tell them that, and they can help keep you accountable. They can help keep you on track. And you can just go to them and be like, hey, look, the gremlins in my head are telling me stories of why I can't do X, Y, and Z. Can you please just reassure me? Okay. So make sure you tell those people. Now, I don't want to call some of your friends small-minded, but they just might not be as big dreamers or as visionary as you, or they might be quite realists, okay? I'm not a realist. I'm not here to be real. I'm here to have epic and big dreams and do just stuff that doesn't really make sense to the logical, realistic people. I would personally refrain from telling those people and from hanging out with those people, because those people are probably the people who tend to play it safe. And go back and listen to my podcast about why you should not play it safe, and the biggest risk of all is not taking risks. And I don't want to go down that rant, but go listen to that, because it'll make you realize that playing it safe is the biggest risk of all. So we don't want to be hanging out with small-minded people who can't see our vision, who are going to be like, oh, but are you sure you should do that? Are you sure you should take that risk? We do not need any negativity during this time when maybe we're already vulnerable, okay? So make sure you are surrounding yourself with positive words. If you don't have those people in your life who can uplift you, that's okay. Go listen to podcasts like Attitudes with Andy. Go listen to books. All of that stuff, very, very important. I had a family member who is close in my circle say to me, but what if it doesn't work out? And I instantly was like, it will. And I just shut that down. I shut that conversation down, because I was like, we do not need to go down that path, that conversation. It's not helpful. Just send it. Okay. Another thing is backup plans. No, put that in the bin. Get that out of here. If you are starting something and then you're like, oh, and if that doesn't work out, I have this backup plan. You're literally sending a message to the universe, to God, call it what you will, whatever you believe in. You're basically sending them a message, oh, I don't really believe this will work out. So don't send me this success. You know what I mean? Having the backup plan is literally saying you don't really believe in yourself, okay? Yes, you're allowed to have self-doubt. Yes, you're allowed to question it and feel all the icky feels, but just do it anyway and just trust that it will work out, okay? You've gotten yourself out of every single situation that you've ever faced. You will be fine no matter what the outcome is. So just trust that no matter what, you will come out on top. You'll learn, you'll pivot, whatever it is, you'll succeed. Well, you will succeed as long as you keep going. And maybe that involves pivoting, or maybe it just means having grit. But what I'm saying is bin your backup plan, okay? Just put it in the bin. We don't need your backup plan. We need your full commitment, your full attention, and your full energy to it. Okay, next thing during this journey is making sure you are looking after yourself, okay? I have been doing meditation and breath work every single morning for this year. We're only at the beginning of Feb, but I am really proud of my consistency. And now more than ever, I need to make sure I continue that because the breath work and the meditation help me come back, help me connect, help me remember why I'm doing this and just relax, because otherwise your brain can be running a million miles an hour thinking of everything under the sun. And when you're starting your own thing, there is a million things to do, but you need to make sure you're looking after yourself because there is no point sitting down to do the work. You're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling tired, you're feeling lethargic, like your body's like, hell nah. So make sure you're still continuing to do mindful activities, to work out, to eat a really well-balanced diet, because this is an investment in yourself, because this helps your mind, and your mind is the biggest thing that's going to get you to where you want to be. So make sure we're looking after ourselves. And the last thing I'll say is listening to people who are ahead of you or where you want to be, whether you can pay for their mentorship or listen to their podcast. So many people have podcasts these days, original. And so listen to them and get hyped up. Listen to people who have done it because they are the example. So don't be like, oh, there's so many people who have done it. Use it as an excitement. Like, yeah, they're the example of what is possible. So this is possible. And I always tell myself, there crazier things have happened. You know, what you want to achieve, crazier things have happened. So I think what you want to achieve is totally achievable. I look up at the moon and I go, people have walked on that thing. Like we have literally gotten humans onto that moon and back. So we can definitely achieve our goals and our dreams. And the extra bonus tip, this is just coming to me, is play the long game. What you want to do right now and your goals, yes, they can change and they can grow and evolve to what feels good, but you're going to have to come from the long game, okay? Play the long game. When you come from things like that, you put a lot of effort into building their foundations, getting really good at the basics, and having a life that is definitely maintainable. We don't want to go all or nothing, 1,000 million miles an hour, and then we just burn out, okay? You would rather do 2-3 hours of solid hard work every single day for the next year, 2 years, 5 years, and see results instead of trying to like have 12 hours a day and have absolutely no balance. Like obviously you're going to have to work hard and you're going to have to put in grit, but always play the long game. We want long-term friendships. We want long-term businesses. We want long-term investments, okay? Nothing worth having comes easy. So play the long game and invest in your skills, in your business, and whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. So it is a marathon, not a sprint. So how can you make this journey the most enjoyable thing possible? In summary, if you're feeling the fear, if you're feeling icky and you're feeling the horrible feelings, keep going. You are in the right place. I promise you, okay? So keep showing up, keep being the person who you want to be, and eventually you will be them and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. I can wholeheartedly say every single thing I've ever achieved, I've always felt sick with fear. I haven't felt like doing it because I felt sick with fear. And I just did it anyway. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I hope this helped in some way. I believe in you. If you want to come join the party, please feel free to press follow or subscribe. And if you want a little bit more extra content to make you smile, we have got an Instagram account. It's Attitudes with Andy on Instagram. So come say howdy. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week for another episode. Okay, bye. Mwah.